Welcome back, viewers. As I said earlier on, our next topic we will discuss about the weather in Moscow. So, my guest, Dobre Pashalova.
Спасибо вам большое.
Good. So, tell us, the people out there will want to know what it's like to live in Russia, how is the weather, you know, how you feel the cold and whatnot. But before that, prior to coming to Russia, were you already aware that Russia is a very cold country?
Yes.
Да, конечно.
For sure, for sure. People talk about the coldness of Russia. Good. So, tell us, what was your experience the first day you arrived in Russia? Especially right from the airport, how do you feel?
Well, before coming, I bought a jacket back home. So I came in autumn, like we said, it was supposed. It was not very cold. It was slightly cold, but
Around
compared,
what time? Which month?
it was October. Yes, October. Like right now, it's
Yeah,
not that
this
much
time.
cold.
Okay.
Yeah, it's raining. Like it's not that much cold compared to December when it's snowing. So it was a little bit cold. I was not used to the coldness, back home. You don't know all these things. But I was also protected before coming to Russia. I seen videos of the snow, like cold news. People even talk about the coldness of Russia up to an extent that some people, I don't know if it's a joke. They say like even if you throw a cup of coffee like
What?
from a window like this, it
Your
automatically
freezes.
just freezes like.
It's possible depending on what height you are.
Yeah.
It's possible.
That's
Sure.
what they
Maybe
say.
in Siberia.
Like in
In
Siberia, yeah,
Siberia.
they said that is possible in Siberia, but it's
Good.
very cold.
Good. Since you came in October,
Yes,
that would not have been as cold as you expected.
exactly.
Good. And Fafa, when did you come to Russia? At what time? And how did you feel? What was the experience?
Yeah. By the time I was going to Roger was very cold. It was very cold.
What time? What time
Around
specifically?
November 23rd towards December. By the time it was snow all
Already
over.
in the winter.
Yeah, and then though I heard about this coldness, but unfortunately I never was this living situation in Russia in things other stuff. I don't know, but people I heard people used to say Russia is very cold. Unfortunately, I bought a jacket in Gambia, but those jackets cannot sustain me. So I have to buy another one
You have to buy
Okay.
because
jackets.
the jackets are not
Okay.
in the same size. For example,
Okay.
yeah. But my own experience here is started at the airport.
I guess
What?
everyone has that problem from the
What was
airport.
it
From
like?
the airport because by the time I was coming, I just put on a coat without no heavy clothes. So as you can see, when I arrived at the airport, so the moment I left out, so you see told that by the time the weather was very cold. It was very cold, and unfortunately I couldn't wait for my people who came to the airport to pick me. So unfortunately I bought or I take a taxi for renting and pay I don't know $40 or $50 because I cannot sustain the coolness.
The
So
coldness.
that's why I decided to pay that
Pay
amount
no
of
matter
money
how
and then
costly
go.
it was.
Yeah, because the weather was too bad by that time.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry for that experience anyway.
yeah.
Then Lamin, and you,
Oh.
what time did you came to
I,
Russia?
I came like I think 27th of December or 29th of December. I came in December, late December. It was in late December.
Okay.
As my colleague said, we were all oriented that Russia is a freezing zone. So whenever you come in here, you need to get prepared. Like we buy shea butter. I even bought some shea butter when coming, and we have to buy jackets. But the jackets can obviously protect you from winter because the jackets do not have that heat to protect you from winter. So you need to buy new jackets when you come over down here. And the expectation, I think it was good that people exaggerate to me because they're like, hey, Russian, you feel like yes, Sumia, you fight, you do a Jara or Sumia. So, but when I came in, it's very cool because you realize in winter when you go out with your phone, like iPhone, it goes off.
Yeah.
It always goes off, and you cannot stay long outside because of you feel pain in your bones. You feel that it's dark. So basically, like what we adapt to the system with time.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
What would be the average temperature in winter in Moscow? What would be the average temperature?
Winter it goes like
It
minus.
changes, like, I think annually it changes.
Yeah.
Like, 2017 it was like very, 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 very cold. But down to 2018, 2019 now, like, yeah, it changes.
So what was the temperature, like the minimum and the maximum temperature in 2017 compared to 2018-19?
Because, like, I think it was around minus 30 something, 30 minus 40, something
In
like that.
2017?
Yeah.
Very cold.
It was very, very cold.
Ah.
But nowadays we don't experience such. Maybe later on we will, but for now, like 2018 and 2019, it's not that much cold compared to 2017 and maybe other years before that.
Yeah.
So for now, I think it's around 20 something, minus 20 something.
Oh, then Russia is very cold.
It's very, very cold. Yeah.
So it's like maybe we expect it's as cold as a deep freezer, but it's colder than that even.
Yeah.
It's even colder
It's
than
even
a
colder
deep
than
freezer. So it's a country that is very cold, as you can see. So that is just Moscow. Then when you have to go deep in Russia to Siberia, we will be talking about minus 50 degrees and so or below. So Russia is definitely a very cold country. When you come into Russia, be prepared that you are coming to live in a freezer. Good. A freezing zone. So how comfortable are you wearing
Jackets.
the
Winter jacket.
winter jackets, clothing?
I think at first
Weather clothes.
it feels very uncomfortable with time. You just get used to it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I personally I was excited to wear it. I was so much excited because seeing people in the movie wearing such things
Are you serious?
attracted me. Yeah, they are beautiful things, but like getting used to the conducive weather back home, you know, we love, especially women, we love wearing something that we want to show out. But like you wearing something beautiful inside and no one is seeing it, you putting this big jacket on it. Yeah.
I think the winter shoe is much more uncomfortable. Winter shoe, I don't like it, especially when it snows all over you. Nah.
Yeah, sometimes the snow, it's like raining in Brikama.
Why
When
you
you want to just come up here. Snows also in Russia. We do
just
have.
to that back and look
No,
Brikama.
Brikama. I'll choose
Yeah.
Brikama.
But
It
it's more.
snows everywhere in the road. Sometimes you have to see these people like trying to remove
They have to
from
keep
the
Scoop
road.
the
Yeah.
snow from the road for
Every
people
day,
to
every
move
day,
around,
every day.
for cars to move. So it's just crazy.
It's just
And they
crazy.
have
People
chemicals
moving
that they
for-
spray every time,
Every
every
night.
now and then
Because
to
it's just
melt the
slippery.
ice on the road. Otherwise,
You might fall
people
down.
will just be falling when
It gets
walking on
slippery.
the snow
Mhm,
because the
gets
snow is
slippery.
slippery when it's that.
And you have to buy good shoes.
You need good shoes. And Fatma, yeah, how are you comfortable wearing these weather clothing? How are you comfortable with that?
Before I don't comfortable, but now it's okay. But
Because
I was like when you put on something, you just cover everything. You know this thing, you don't see anything. So, but it's normal. For now, you know that, and that is the main reason why people are here. People in those areas just mind themselves. They don't see what you put on, or they don't care who you are. So because all of us don't care what you wear, just go on your way.
good.
So that's it.
Good.
So now it's I'm comfortable.
Any regrets? Any regrets coming to Russia because of the weather? Have you ever sat and say, had I known I don't come here because this place is very cold?
Yes.
Why?
In November, even one of my roommates, Akbar, used to book me always on that because I tell him this, I told him, Akbar, I'm going back because I could not resist this.
You can't resist
Yeah,
the weather.
I couldn't resist. So he said, no, but don't worry, it will change. I said, no. If it continues, then I'm going back because I cannot live here. I said, no, but you have to put on heavy clothes, and then when you are on your bed, you have to take heavy lifting blankets and all the stuff.
Okay.
But he was the very one who
Encouraging.
encouraged me and
Okay.
motivated me on this.
Akbar. And where is he from?
He's from Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan. So your roommate is an Uzbek.
Yeah.
Good. And
But basically, all the rooms they have this heater.
Yeah, we
so
have heater, but it doesn't sustain.
it doesn't
like,
sustain. But
I don't have any regrets so far right now. Cause like one thing about the weather, it helps in brightening your color also when it comes to skin texture and everything.
it
Wow.
doesn't brighten your color. You know what happened?
It
No.
did.
You know. Let me tell you. You know why? Because you're always wearing this heavy jacket. You're always wearing 3 or 4 clothes. So like they're always on you. So obviously your color will change. Because you're always having the
it makes your skin light.
let me like just look at there's this Iban ladies that want to this full hijab. If you look at their skin color, it differs. So because you're always wearing this heavy jacket, you're always wearing this long stuff, that's why your skin color changes.
It's not
Yeah,
about
but
that.
it's
It's about the climate
of
condition
course.
changes.
The condition also.
changes.
I think the wind here is
weather.
detrimental to your
Changes
health.
weather.
So you have to wear jackets to be safe.
No.
Of course,
The
you
climate
have to wear
condition- look
jacket.
at, for example, look at the white people. Like if they go back in Africa, their skin color changes reddish.
Yeah,
Why?
because the sun, and they're not wearing, no, they're not
Exactly.
covering themselves up with all those jackets since.
The climate, Lamin. The
Okay,
climate
we differ on
So
that.
and you, Lamin, were there any days
Because of the
sad
weather?
and regretted because of the weather?
No, never.
Never regretted.
No, because
Okay.
of weather, no.
Okay. How do you manage with this kind of weather with your studies? How do you manage with this kind of weather? Being cold. How do you manage going to school, coming back to school?
I think I just adapt to it and learn to get used to it because my faculty is not far from my school, so maybe Maria was far.
Yeah,
from
my
my
faculty is very far from my campus, so it's very, very difficult. You have to wake up like 7 a.m. and just take a bus, go into my faculty early in the morning with the winter. It's so cold, very, very cold.
Okay.
Waking up in the morning. How about you, Papa?
Yeah, same. Because the university is far. So going to school, you have to get up early in the morning around 7 a.m. And moreover, in the room, it's very difficult sometimes for you to focus on reading because normally in cold weather, you always feel sleepy. So these are the things that can also affect you in studying.
Okay.
Likewise, in Gambia, sometimes when the weather is okay, you can go out and rest and then have your studies in the midnight. But in here, anytime the weather is the temperature reduced, basically you feel lazy or sleep.
Oh, okay. That's very great. As you had viewers, Russia is a very cold country. And anyway, challenges are faced everywhere in the world, not only Russia. Probably the weather is the challenge here, but there will be another challenge elsewhere. So, as you are endeavoring to, benefit from one thing or the other, you must have to face some certain challenges.
Exactly.
So, it is something that you have to prepare your mind for. Hearing people saying this place is cold, I will not go there, it's just what they say. As long as one man is living in an environment another can do.
Yeah.
Even despite the coldness, people are managing to study. And believe me, in Ruden you have the representative of the world. Everywhere in the world, every continent is represented in Russia. So we cannot sit down there in Gambia and say, I am not going to Russia because it's cold. It's also good to experience anyway, other environments, experience other cultures, other people, the way they live. Most especially experience a different type of education system. So for now, we will stop here, and maybe when we come back next time, we will talk furthermore about other topics, and you will get to have some more insights about their experience studying in Moscow. So until we meet again,
That's
Yeah, that's the dynamic.
that's Daniel.